So what happened to it? Oh. Oh. Yeah. Oh. Well, here it is. Whoa, looks like the stock market's rebounding pretty good. Whoa. What happened to the Donald Trump economy crash? What happened with that? Well, I mean, the country's still $37 trillion worth of debt. I'll sleep a lot safer at night once I know that's down. If the debt starts getting paid off, then that's fine. And all the money the fucking politicians stole from the taxpayers for the last 40, 50 years, and their endless wars in the military, industrial, pharmaceutical, technological, media state complex. But that aside, what happened to the Trump recession? I'm not saying that we're still not in danger, of course. But financially, fiscally, yeah. But what happened to it? Liberals. Oh, you voted for Donald Trump. Oh. What happened to the Trump economic crash? What happened to it? I don't hear it. It's not coming in. Interesting. No, nothing? Nobody? Where's it at? Democrats? Democrats? Liberals? Leftists? Communists? Marxists? Where's it at? I don't hear it. Ooh. All right. What's that I smell? Cooking. The Rock smells cooking. What does the Rock do? He does like he's like Dwayne Johnson. What are you doing? No, don't do that, Tula. Tula, you're too smart for your own good, Lou. Yeah. Yeah. Oh. Now I heard though Claritin has liquid allergy stuff. Yeah. Yeah, I won the lottery. Some lottery winnings again. Not a big amount, but well, let me see. That's my target. Texas two-step, $850,000. I need about. I guess after you, if you won the $850,000 or $1 million or something, then the Uncle Sam, the Congress would tax you, right? And then you'd have to kill some more Russians. They send that money to kill more Russians in the Ukraine conflict. So then I'd have to kill some Russians to get my money, but I am going to get my fucking money. So without a doubt, I'm going to get my money. I know what it's going to, but if you make money in America, you have to pay your taxes. You got to pay your dues if you want the good stuff, the American dream. You know why they call it the American dream? Because you got to be asleep to believe it. That's George Carlin once said. It's the American cream from the fucking rape. And you know how the criminal thieves in Wall Street and Washington got away with it for 40, 50 years? Because we didn't think it was actually going to happen. That's why they got away with it. Yeah. People didn't think that their hard-earned cash that they worked their lives for were going to corrupt individuals like Joseph Biden, Chuck Schumer, and Nancy Pelosi. We didn't know we were bankrolling them that entire fucking time we went to work. And we clocked in, started earning our hourly wage or our salary. We had no idea we were funding the fucking machine. Yeah, we didn't even think about it too much. Yeah, maybe we saw Social Security and not state income tax in Texas, but federal income tax, right? So we never realized it was going towards USAID and all this fucking garbage and Sesame Street in Iraq and other such bullshit. We had no idea that our tax money was going towards total and complete fucking garbage, like transsexualism in a foreign country or something. We had no idea that entire time. You know, that's really what the owners count on, right? Like George Carlin said, that people stay blissfully, willfully ignorant of what's really going on. Well, I guess not anymore, but the awakening has begun, of course. Now people are saying, where is my tax money going? If I work, am I going to be penalized? Why is it in this country if you work harder you get penalized more? That's very interesting, because you thought that in a just and fair country that you would work more and then you get to keep more of your money, right? No, that's not how it works. You wish it was like that. In an ideal world, you would work harder and you would get more. That's how the ideal world would work. Reward the strong. It would reward the people who are productive. And it wouldn't reward Chuck Schumer and his criminal friends. It wouldn't reward criminals like Sam Bankman-Fried. It wouldn't reward guys like that. It would reward the common people, the workers. It would reward the common people. It only rewards the criminals and the ruthless. But happy Pi Day Friday, full moon Friday. Will the clouds clear up? We missed the lunar eclipse last night because, well, you got to be dedicated to the lunar eclipse, and then the weather's got to be cooperative. So you got to have, kind of teased us like a strip tease, like a 25-year-old blonde girl coming up, and she's like, "You want to see some titty? Ooh, no. Oh, look, you might see a nipple. Oh, look, a vagina. Oh." But it doesn't really quite get to what we really want here. So, ooh. Well, that was the funniest story, the bassist in Austin, Texas. Yeah, Eric, what's his name? Eric Gibbons? Yeah, My Education. He's the former bassist. He quit the band or something a long time ago. But they had this instrumental band called My Education. Is it very good? I can make better shit in the toilet, you know what I mean? But, that's neither here nor there. I can make better shit. Always produce new shit like a fucking booty hole, like Chili Gonzalez. I could, even without like an extensive musical background, I could produce better shit than most musicians could ever that I could shit in a toilet. Even with not a formal musical education, without having played since I was 11 or something. I can produce better shit than most people out there. That I could take a shit and it'd be the same thing. Always produce new shit like a booty hole. I like that. That was a good one. You can't melt this ice cold heart between my two titties. Yeah, that was a great line. I really like that. That's awesome. Chili Gonzalez. He's a pianist, of course, and part-time rapper, I guess. He's not really a rapper. He's a pianist. He's a piano man, really. That dabbling into rap for, shits and giggles, basically. No, I like that Joseph Gordon-Levitt. He's like talking with a guy about video game movies, and he's like, "Oh, you remember that? We're working on Mega Man." And then he's like, "Remember that video game called Bionic Commando? The guy with the bionic hand? Not just like Bucky Barnes from Winter Soldier, but actually in Bionic Commando, he has a retractable arm, and it's like a claw. It's like Bionic Commando. It's like really cool video game from the 1980s. And it's not as good as Bad Dudes. Bad Dudes is, well, on another level, because you got to stop ninjas from invading New York and say the president. Bad Dudes, we're bad. And it was one of the first games. It's one of the first games that had like the programmable audio on it with the 8-bit, and which was quite a feat back then in the 1980s. And it was like, Bad Dudes, we're bad. It was like really awesome. You're gonna have to eat your puppy chow. There's your dog food right there. You don't eat human food anymore, no. Down. So today's Pie Day, and we are getting the Papa John's. Garlic butter, check. Ranch, check. Crushed red pepper, that's if you wanted to. That's optional. Option. That's why it's called optional, because it's option. Yeah. What are you gonna do? Oh yeah. Activate the computer system, Dom. Happy Pie Day to everyone. 3:14. We're about to get the pizza pie. I just had some cereal to tide me over. And I've decided to fast before, generally fast before the pie arrives. We're going to have an early Pie Day dinner. Yeah. A winter dinner, Dom. And you got to... Did the economy rebound because everybody's eating pizzas today? I don't know if that could save the economy in one swoop. I guess it's consumer investor confidence and the American people in America and what Trump and Vance are doing. Consumer, it's confidence. Confidence is king, like cash. It's the real currency in society. Well, what are the currencies in society? Money itself. Okay, and then confidence gives people the ability to be bold to do things, all right, in the first place. And then faith isn't as rock solid as confidence, because confidence can be sometimes reliable when it's not. So what faith is for is when everything hits the fan. It's when your mom dies and your daughter dies and everything goes to hell in a handbasket. World War III breaks out and the stock market crashes and you're in the shit. You know what I mean? It's for faith is for those dark times. That's what that's for, to get you through those times. Get people carrying on, into the next thing, and so into the next world. So faith gets people through the rough times. It's when your confidence is shaken. It's when things don't work out, right? That's what faith is for. Faith isn't reliable. It's just there. Well, I'm sorry. Faith is reliable. Confidence isn't reliable. Pi 314. Pizza day. Pi r squared. Pi r squared. The radius squared, Dom. How do I feel about the squarage? E equals mc squared. I like that one too. Energy equals mass times the constant of acceleration, the speed of light. Yeah, squared. Ooh. Energy can be converted to mass. Likewise, mass can be converted into energy. Constant c, speed of light squared. What is the speed of light? Well, as we learned in mathematics class, it's 186,000 meters per second. There it is. M over, is it M over S? Meter, no, meters per second. That's a slash. It means per. You know, like in, yeah. We're not going to eat before the pizza pie gets here because, well, that would be cheating. We have to. So we're going to do a mini fast. A mini fast is just you don't eat until, the food arrives. No snacking. So what I had here is some cereal. It's a blueberry cereal at that. The Kashi cereal. No, Chex. The Kashi has been out since the plague. Yeah. I really hate that. I'll do something. And I know they say imitation is the greatest form of flattery, but also it's kind of annoying too. Because I got the Kashi cereal and I started buying it, and then people started seeing me buy it, and then all of a sudden motherfuckers were going out there buying the Kashi blueberry. Or motherfuckers kept, I saw my coworkers and shit following me and taking all the shit, and then I had to go to different stores to find my blueberry cereal. Took my fucking blueberry cereal down. Y'all taking my shit? Not good. It's not good, folks. Discovering my secret shit. People are like, hey, that guy's kind of smart. Let's follow him around and see what cereal he's eating and shit. I'm like, got stalkers, shop stalkers and shit. What the fuck, dog? I'd rather have the FBI tailing me than that, and the NSA and the CIA and shit, than fucking people just following me around randomly. It's like all the... Yeah, I had one manager, she was like Joe Biden, and she was like, she wasn't doing shit. I had this one manager that just didn't give a shit, not doing shit. And then she was like Roseanne. She was like super, well, when Roseanne was fat, she was real fat. She was from Idaho. And the only funny thing she did was Idaho, you the hoe, we the hoe. And that was probably the best day, that this fat bitch. Anyways, she was like a grandma. She didn't give a fuck, all right? And it showed that she didn't give a fuck. But she had to run this big deli at Kroger's that I worked at for 5 years. And her name was Kim. And she would, and so I would be like, hey, managers used to work sometimes, right? She just thought she was like the president or something. She just had to show up and say, oh, yeah, clean this thing, peasants or something. That's what she thought her job, that's what she thought her job was. That she was going to be in the office all the time with the big dogs. That she was elite. She was going to be in in the cabinet. She was in the Biden-Harris cabinet, and she didn't have to do anything like President with like Beavis and Butthead, like Buttigieg, Booty Judge or whatever. They just thought they could just do jack shit and just fuck around because they're the big dogs. That's what they thought, though. But most other managers were worried about their jobs, and they were kind of stressing, and sometimes they'd do work with the peons and the workers, and they would get in and slice some cheese sometimes, or they would, make a batch of fried chicken or something, or at least look over the inventory or organize something, or do some kind of shit. At least show that they give a little bit of a shit, and give a little bit of a shit, like the Supertramp. Give a little bit of my love to you. Roger Hodgson, Supertramp. Give a little bit of shit. But some people don't give a shit, okay? They just care about their own shit. I only care about my family. I only care about my shit. Okay, there's lots of people like that, all right? It's not, there's a lot of just, I only care about my children and my grandchildren and my family only. And the rest of the people I could give less than two shits about, right? It's basically. There's a lot of people like that in this country, okay? Lots and lots. But she was like that, like to the max core, right? So sometimes on break, I would be on break for 15 minutes and I'd see her running around the store like shopping and not doing shit. She did anything but do her job. And I'd go in the office, I'd see her in there. I would be going through the aisles on a break, I would see her there. I'd go to the break room, I'd see her ass in there. Anywhere where she wasn't supposed to be, she was there. Except, maybe if I went to Wendy's, she wasn't there. But she was everywhere but the actual job that she was supposed to do, be the manager of the Kroger Deli. And everywhere but that, right? Anywhere but work. Yeah, it's a good idea. Anywhere but the job site, right? And then one day the managers they figured out that she had not been doing her job and that she had ordered a whole bunch of cheese and it was expired. And the cheese was like $5,000. So it cost the company five fucking grand. And they're like pulling it out. She's like, oh my God, I'm gonna get fired. Ah. So what happened? Did she get fired for losing Kroger's 5,000? No, she got demoted to be retrained. So they sent her back to the re-education camp. And we were like relieved because she was like such a shitty manager. Because what she would do is she would fuck off. And then she's like a captain that was like fucking off and partying. And then like she was the captain of the ship, and then she would come and yell at the sailors. I told you. She was really so a lot of people weren't. She's like, oh, are you sad that I'm leaving? And like nobody was. Yeah. I didn't feel any remorse for her because she never so stupid. Happy Pie Day, though. Pie Day. Pie Day. 314. Pi is the ratio of the circumference to the radius of the circle. Ooh. In fractional form, it's 22 over 7. 22 over 7 equals 3.14. 26, is it 5.9 after that? And there's a whole bunch of numbers. Go. It's a mathematical constant for the ratio of the circumference to the diameter of the circle, the diameter. The diameter? Or you like the diameter? I kind of like diameter. I think it has a more altruistic, heuristic flavor to it. You know, diameter does not have the same ring as diameter. Diameter is quite radius. Well, you're not going to call it the radius, unless you're from a strange country and so forth. Pronounces it radius. No, you just call it radius. Yeah, of course. Circumcision. I didn't get that because the hospital didn't believe in cutting off the foreskin to my penis. 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 Has sperm. Shoots vagina. No way. Penis. Shoots sperm from nutsack in vagina. Ooh. Penis. Shoots nutsack in vagina. Nutsack. Ooh, nutsack. Dig. Sperm sacks. Hairy balls. Tits and ass. Vagina. Oh yes. Vagina. Oh yes. Oh man. Everybody wants to vibe with it, huh? Wants to get that Pi Day Friday and get the vibe. And so we're trying to get on that vibe board, and go, catch the curl, catch the wave. Trying to seize the wave. On Pi Day, we gotta play. Yeah. Want it to be a secret surprise? This is gonna be a surpriser. Bowish. Bow Diddler. My name's Bow. Bowish. Let's do the Billy Bob Thornton Sling Blade. He's like, I got them tater. I heard you got some tasty tater in there. No, J.T. Walsh in the mental asylum was the best. He's playing the pervert in the mental asylum, and he's like talking to Billy Bob Thornton, the Sling Blade, and he's like, he plays a great crazy pervert. He's like, and then I took off her panties. Oh, I saw that bush. Oh, that sweet bush. And then Billy Bob Thornton, he's like, I don't want to talk to you no more. I don't want to hear what you have to say anymore. I'm new in the chrome. Welcome to the Astrodome. Ooh. Oh. Yeah. The Cult. Sweet Soul Sister, huh? That's good. All right. Still have to hook up this DVD player over here so we can watch the old DVDs if we want to. DVD. Excited about it. Okay. Now this song is from Kids in the Hall, Brain Candy. It came out in the late 90s when people thought they could buy happiness in a pill. I guess people still think they can find happiness in the pharmaceutical industry.
Can be a struggle, trapped in a cycle of opioid use, withdrawal, and cravings. S.A.W is for adults with moderate to severe opioid addiction, whose withdrawal symptoms are controlled by oral buprenorphine for at least...
Okay. All that. No, not heroin.
I have a new song. I wrote it in the park.
This puppy dogs, things that I feel with my heart. Get to smile. Where's the front? Barnacle. Yep, red boat. Learn to float. I got pie.
Happy tailors, happy workers, happy farmers, happy girls, happy widows, happy freelance artists, happy welders,
Happy world.
happy painters, happy thinkers, happy musicians, happy beauticians, happy mayors, happy players, happy callers, happy
Happiness pie. Ba 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 ba. Happiness pie. So, but it's really the context of it. So, I suppose it was. So the baby boomer, my parents' generation, and that of my aunt, my uncles. The baby boomer generation, those born after World War II, after the tragedy of World War II. The children of the defeated Japanese Empire and the Nazis and the Axis of Evil. The privileged generation, in other words. They were sold the American dream. And the American dream was a chicken in every pot and a car in every garage, have a nuclear family, male and female, and then 2 children, preferably male and female, could be, any kind of combination, 2 females, male, female, male, male, blah, blah, blah. And whatever the, like genetic code combination is, whatever's possible in biological human life. And so they believed in this American dream. And so the pharmaceutical industry noticed that by the time it got to Generation X, that that people were depressed. They had worked hard to build this American dream. They got the house and the car and the chicken in the pot, and they got married and had 2 children, but they were somehow still, by age 40, they were still unfulfilled, or around middle age. And so the pharmaceutical industry picked up on all these depressed people and all these unfulfilled people. And so the pharmaceutical industry, the evil pharmaceutical industry, started to create happiness pills like Prozac and so on. A lot of pharmaceutical drugs that dealt with dopamine, serotonin, and other brain chemicals that are involved in the human brain. Those are risk and reward processes. So, okay. So what is risk or reward? Part of it's fight or flight. So it means that, okay, if somebody attacks you on the street, are you going to just run away and call for help, or are you going to fight back? Maybe risk your life to fight back, but maybe you win. So you do a calculation. And some people do their calculations wrong. Okay, so I fought a guy, and he thought because he was over 55 that he was going to get elderly, considerations because he was over 55. He thought he was going to get me on elderly abuse and disorderly conduct, but he brought a knife and he stabbed me 3 times. So that's introduction of a deadly weapon. So then he's under a felony trial coming up. So he made a miscalculation. He thought since he was over 55 that he was going to get some kind of elderly, the baby boomer, that you're going to get some kind of prize, like the old man thinking he's going to get free coffee once he hits 60, that you get a prize for being old or getting older. Well, it doesn't really necessarily work that way. I know a lot of people who got older, they're like, oh, don't I get a prize? Don't I get a participation prize or something? Not necessarily. Doesn't exactly work that way, right? Okay. So America has this stupid idea that the Social Security is always going to be there when it's going to become out of funds in the year 2035. So our generation, the millennials, maybe the Generation X, and definitely Generation Y and Z, and the Zoomers, they're not going to really get. We can't rely on Social Security to save our asses when we get old and sick. We just can't, or even Medicare or Medicaid. So this country is insolvent and heavily in debt, at least by $37 trillion. So unless that situation changes, then it could flood into entitlements. Then you could go to work and know that maybe there's some kind of social security or something, some kind of safety net to care for people over, I guess elder age is considered in this country over 55. So that's how the government tallies it up. But this idea that we get older and we expect something, yeah, that is problematic. That we expect that we're going to have a social safety net, that we expect that we're going to have Medicare, Medicaid, and Social Security. We demand it. We expect it. See, that's going to be a problem if it goes into the shit. That's a major fucking issue if you worked your whole life and you're like, hey, remember all those Social Security payments you took off from my paycheck? Well, yeah, do I get some of that? Isn't that the... Yeah. Well, if there's not enough workers to put money into the system, then people aren't going to get shit back. Now, I've been reading books my entire life about the Social Security system, the Ponzi scheme going bankrupt by 2035. It's kind of like, yeah, people have been warning us about the Chinese Communist Party since we were little kids. Since, did you ever go to the old man's house or your uncle said, when you're 16 years old or something, when you're a real young man, remember the old men? They're always like, watch out for China. China's rising. Those atheist communist bastards are going to come try to take our way of life away from us. They're going to try to enslave us, in other words. The communist Marxist red bastards, the Chinese, the CCP, the People's Republic of China. And people laughed about it back then. Now it's a reality. So the shit's coming. So the real question is, how well prepared are American citizens for it? Or how well prepared are we to face the crises and the challenges of the future? Some of these problems we've seen from decades out, but politicians and those in government just kicked the can down the road and just got their take and got their private island, and they don't give a fuck, like Nancy Pelosi and so forth. Shut down Schumer and that motherfucker, Chuck Schumer, or I call him Smuck Toomer. Let's get her done, dog. So instead of politicians trying to fix, especially the Democrats and the uniparty state and the permanent Washington, instead of those people trying to actually fix the problems fiscally and otherwise in the United States, they just made them worse and they exacerbated the problems over the years. Barack Hussein Obama, George W. Bush, Joseph Biden, Harris. So all they did was they said, well, as long as we have a mansion and we're rich and the elites, the bi-coastal elites are rich, then who cares what happens to more than half the country? We're good. We have our private island, and the Obamas live in the Martha's Vineyard, and whoever. The Bushes live in Kennebunkport. They said, well, as long as we got a big slice of the pie, then, we don't have to worry about the other people then. Because, we got a big slice that we stole from the American taxpayer. Yeah, we ripped off and it's good for us. It's good for you, like Olivia Rodrigo. That's a sexy Latina chick, huh? Olivia Rodrigo. Yeah. She even wore the high schoolgirl outfit, huh? It's kind of like channeling the schoolgirls from the Japanese pop singers always. They always in the K-pop and stuff. They always have the girls dressed in the schoolgirl outfit. So we're gonna do a fast for our pie when we get to Papa John's. Papa John's. Oh God. My dog just hurled. Dude. Shit. Okay, Liv. Did you have a problem, Liv? We're good. You need some freshie? Okay. All right. But, ooh, that was nasty. We're still on doggy daycare duty with Tula and Bella. Yeah, I almost did the parody of "Don't You Forget About Me" by from the Breakfast Clubs by Simple Minds, you know, from the 80s, the iconic song. Don't you forget about me. Don't you forget about me. Look at this, Adam shit. Look at this guy, Shifty Shift. Take a whiff of that shit bag. Oh my God. Don't let that guy I'm glad they stripped his intelligence clearances. Don't let that guy anywhere near power. The guy's a piece of shit. Adam Shit. Another California Democrat. Another one. But a younger one. More dangerous because he's younger. People still got to worry about Chuck Toomer. But he's getting old too. He's like almost 74. So he's going to start ass busting soon. I mean, even Xi Jinping and Vladimir Putin, they're going to start busting ass. They're going to get older too. So how do they plan this global world domination plan if they're going to be falling on their ass in their golden toilet? Well, that's going to get more and more difficult for them to do that. If you're falling on your ass, like Nancy Pelosi, you're falling down the stairs and you're breaking your hip, it's going to be hard to rule the world. Yeah. I know he keeps in shape Vladimir Putin because he only cares about himself and his own wealth, his own shit, so his own power. Yeah, but the younger Democrats are the ones you have to worry about because they're younger and they can cause a lot more damage than the old Joe Biden and even Barack Hussein Obama is going towards. You can only serve 2 terms as the president. He served a 3rd term with Joseph Biden. This is basically the 3rd Obama term. The disastrous 3rd term of Barack Hussein Obama was Biden-Harris. He just told Biden what to do from his people that served under the Obama administration. He just told Biden what to do from Martha's Vineyard, basically. We're going to do a fast for that Papa John's as we had planned. The eclipse plans were dashed because of weather. Can't control the weather. So that's the only thing we really can't control. We can control attitude. We can control focus. We can control a lot of things. But one thing we cannot control is the weather. At least as far as I know. I don't know what the secret projects, if the government can cloud seed and manipulate the atoms to create storms and whatever they want. You know, I don't know if they have weather weapons. They could, obviously, they could have that. Is it HARP and DARPA? Yeah. Da-da. Okay, normal people can't control the weather. All right, just everyday Joe and Jane. So I put a little caveat that allows for some things that we may not know about, that we're not read into. Secret weather weapons, for instance. Don't you forget about Xi. He's arming up, trying to control your economy. Don't you forget about Xi. He's building nuclear weapons, 1,000 by 2030. Don't you forget about Xi Jinping of the CCP. Don't you forget about the CCP. They want global domination. They're coming to take your food. Don't you forget about G. Forget about me. They're buying farmland next to U.S. military bases. Ooh. Beijing keeps coming. Beijing keeps coming around, round. Dun, dun, dun. Ooh, ah. Yeah. So happy Pi Day, everybody. Everybody's. So, an elderly person, they're fighting somebody, and they call the police, thinking, "Well, I'm going to get elder abuse." Okay, but not if they bring a gun or a knife. That's assault with a deadly weapon. Uh-oh. Didn't think it through. Didn't think it through. Some people don't think things through, right? Because their pride. Or sometimes they might, maybe elderly people, they suffer from dementia. So dementia means that they don't make moves that make sense, right? So they can't play fourth dimensional chess correctly in such a game. So they make mistakes, a lot of mistakes. So it could be the guy that stabbed me. He could have early onset dementia, like Alzheimer's. So he doesn't know what the fuck he's doing. He could have that. He may not have it. And he may not admit that he has it. But to me, making a lot of bad decisions in succession means something's wrong with your brain. Okay. Of course, there's just prideful people and stupid people and people that play by emotion instead of logic. Of course. Yeah. Somebody could play with their emotions. Yeah, they can make decisions. Never make a serious decision when you're under emotional stress. Or never make a decision in emotion. Do it. Think it through, is what I'm saying. Yeah, a lot of people out there, they just make emotional decisions and they don't think about what the next thing, what the consequences of those actions are. And that causes a lot of chaos because people don't think about it. They don't think it all the way through. So if somebody brings a gun to a fist fight and the guy or the people survive and then they get charged, they get put away for a long time because that's assault with a deadly weapon. That's a felony. So body out to sea. So is it foul play with this girl? She just drowned. Oh, search extends beyond possible accident. Oh, they got to see if. Well, just semen alone wouldn't be. I guess they have a rape kit. Well, they'd have to find the body first. I mean, the body would atrophy over days. It would start to decompose in the ocean, in the Gulf of America. So, maybe getting DNA evidence and rape kits, after a certain period of time would become almost impossible to find out what the story was. Was she just a drunk girl having a party, swimming, and she got, carried away on a wave and got sucked in by a current, swept out to sea? And that's it. Game over, man. Caroline, sweet Caroline. Dun, dun, dun. She's like 26 years old. That's a mama you'd like to bring home, huh? I don't got the pay for that, dude. That's top billing. That's a top show right there. So I'd have to bring home the bacon to get that kind of ass. You know what I'm saying? You have to bring down a lot of ones and zeros to get that kind of poontang, that kind of booty, that kind of tit-tate, huh? Bring one of those mamas home. Be expensive, dong. So you better have some cash flow, dog. You won't have a pot to piss in the pussy game. So in the poontang game, call it you won't be a part of the poontang clan. So the Wu-Tang, be part of the poontang clan. Man. So we got doggy daycare going on. Yeah. And then we have Tula over here now. Doggy daycare again. All right, is it time? All right, I'm feeling it. Let's get some Tula time up in here. Okay, Tula. Need my +1. Or my +2. My Tula 2. Are you ready to celebrate Pi Day today with the full moon, my wolves? Yeah, you are. Ba-oo. Oh, you're a cutie flower. Whoa! That's a direct smooch. Oh well. I won't go wash my mouth out. Give me a direct smooch. Oh, you're a pretty wolfie. Yeah, ooh. I'm in the captain's chair right now. Because I'm the king. I'm the commander. I'm Captain Quirk and DJ Mr. Rock. Give me those beats, dog. Yeah. Captain Quirk and DJ Mr. Rock. Oh. Turn those turntables, boy. Get those beats flowing for Pi Day. Pi Day Friday. Waiting on that Papa John. We were going to get delivery. Do they usually it's usually guys, right, that are delivery men? It's never usually like hot girls. Yeah, so that's, you never bet on that because it's mostly dudes that do it. It's like an old dude with man tits or something. It's always like the same shit. Yeah. It's never hot babes doing that delivery unless they're like they're desperate for cash or some shit. I mean, they might have hot babes working in the store, right? And oh no. One time in Papa John's, I went in there and I saw this really hot young girl. I was like, it was way back in the day, and she was like 16, 17, 18. It was like, she looked like fucking young Uma Thurman in there. I was like, oh, fuck, it's Uma Thurman. She looked really miserable that she worked at Papa John's, too. She was like, fuck, I can't wait to find a rich guy. Can't wait to get the fuck out of here. Yeah. She was like, I can't wait to get out of Papa John's. Yeah. She had to find that Papa on. Papa on. What? You look like an Ewok, fool. Yeah. Chutula. Ah. Oh. Oh, Tula, are you okay? Oh, sorry about that. Chutula. Chutula. We got tornadoes down. 150 million bracing for severe weather this weekend. Not us. Not I, said the king. Tell Captain Quirk there's a new captain in town, Don. You know what I'm saying? All right. Well, I'm not your human chew toy. Chutula. Why? You're the jaws. Tula. Tula. Dues. All right. Well, happy Pi Day, everybody, for the last time. And we're going to head out with the doggy daycare. We got some chillage over there. We got some non-chillage right here. So we have a little bit of chillage and a little bit of non-chillage in the village. So trying to get it down to the chill vibe before the Papa John's arrives. And yeah. Yeah, but I mean, if you see like hot chicks at fast food, they're usually like under 18. So it's like, but you can look, you just can't touch, right? You know, if you're over 18, you can just be like, oh, that's nice. That's not like, yeah. Got to follow the laws of the country that you're in, huh? Yeah, gotta be a law-abiding citizen, dog. And you keep that record clean. Yeah, keep that record tight and clean. Keep that shit clean. Clean like a dope fiend. No, not like a dope fiend. Well, maybe if I won $1 million, maybe that'll conclude the war, so I don't have to kill any Russians with my bombs over Ukraine. Yeah, don't leave the bank unless you plan to hit something. Bombs over Baghdad. Yeah, don't leave the bank unless you plan to bang. Bombs over Ukraine. Yeah. I almost did my bombs over Ukraine Outcast parody, but then I was like, I almost did it though. I thought about it. But now it's like the war is going to be over. So thankfully, the war is going to be over. I think. You don't know if there's going to be retaliatory secret strikes or anything like that. You know, secret strikes, secret. You know, and there might be like terrorism. There might be like angry Russians or angry Ukrainians that might want to do. You know, they want to. Maybe some people they would do a ceasefire, and then some people would break it. They'd go rogue or terrorist or something. So hopefully that doesn't happen. But I'm saying a lot of things could go wrong in a peace agreement. So a lot of shit can go wrong in the world, unfortunately. Yeah. Marilyn Manson, We Are Chaos. Yeah, that's true. That was that a song or an album? We Are Chaos. I'm not up on my Manson lately, you know. We still got some. You my love, Bloom. Yeah, I know. I love you too, Tula. Ow. Ooh. It's the full moon. Pi Day Friday. You want to look at the lady? Oh no, she's gone already. I thought they had a hot weather lady. Oh, cool. Astronauts going to space. Crew 10, Dom. That's the crew you want, homie. That's the 2 Live crew right there. Yeah. Crew style, baby. So far, I have controlled my hemorrhoids. So far, my anus feels okay. My butthole. On the launch pad, Dom. Yeah. Get those stranded astronauts. You think they pulled one out up there? Think the guy like masturbated in the space station? Nah, dude. She brought her dildo for real though. Nah, I'm joking. She brought the dildo, and he brought the Playboy up there. He's like spanking it up there. He's playing with this wizard. He's spanking his monkey on the ISS. He's like, I haven't had sex in 2 years. I need a release up here. Maybe he got astronauty. Hey, we are astronauts. You're the only lady up here. I need some relief. Ooh. No, I don't know. The first baby, the first sex in space, the first baby in space. Ooh. Yeah. This is your boys stranded in space, lost in space and shit. Space, space, baby. Doon, 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 doon. I'm still being assaulted. Yeah, I know some people are like, I'm 70 years old. Do I get a cup of coffee? It's like, does it really work that way? I want free cup of coffee for life since I turned 70 or 55. I'm a senior citizen now, damn it. I deserve my free coffee for life and my Social Security, uh, Medicaid, Medicare. Does reality really work that way though? Like, hey, I did stuff, so now I want stuff. I don't know if reality really works that way, but I guess a lot of people feel that way though. Yeah, I don't know. That's kind of presumptive, I suppose. Hey, I paid into the system. I better get more out of it. I better get something out of the system, huh? And what was all this time for? I was just jerking off. Yeah. Happy 314 and full moon Friday. I don't know if we'd be able to see the full moon tonight, but maybe I'll do a live stream. I'm not going to the store to get some beer this time. It's not a beer run. It's lottery cash in, maybe. So God bless. Best of success. Gotta keep focused on the goal, the mission, and not get distracted. That's really the key to life. Is staying focused on your missions, what you want to accomplish. That's really what it's all about. Whether it's going to be the first man or woman on Mars, or whether it's, finish college or whatever it is. So you just gotta stay focused. Keep on going. And God bless. Best of success. Peace.